Henshin a go baby, what's good guys? Yoku here, and today we're doing our first account review. Now this is something I wanted to start for a little bit now, where I go through the community's accounts, or rather do some stuff with the community and kind of go over it. One of the things that I don't like doing though is I don't like using Inca. So what I decided to do was create a new way to make account reviews or do account reviews. And I'm gonna shill for a little bit, just real quick. I'm gonna self-promo, okay? Why is it self-promo? It's my stuff, whatever. Anyway, how I'm doing account reviews, or how I'm going to do account reviews and improve on it from this point forward, is I'm pretty much going to take over your account. Now this comes in a matter of two different factors. Number one is where you and I work together on the account review, and this becomes a week to month long process, to be fair. And of course, this is something that's completely up to the player, right? But I want to treat account reviews a little differently. I personally don't like them whenever it's like, hey, review my account. They go over it and I don't really come back with any solid feedback on what I should improve on. I would much rather go through the account with the person, or at least be able to look at it at the same time and figure out a step-by-step game plan, or as close to it as possible, in order to help me get from point A to point B, whatever that goal may be. So today, that's exactly what we're going to be doing with my boy Ghost. Now, if you want to also be a part of this, I have this inside of my Discord, which is like Eoverse right here, right? A link is in the description down below. If you're on Twitch right now, because hi, we're live on Twitch, by the way, !Discord will give you that link. And if you're on YouTube, it is still in the description. You guys are more than welcome to join. This is limited towards my Twitch subscribers and my YouTube memberships. Any member on the YouTube member, doesn't really matter. It's all there for you guys. That way I don't get overwhelmed with anything, and it feels a little bit more personal or between me and the player that I'm going over. Now in Ghost's case, I have a template. He followed the template exactly to the T. Please do that, by the way. Follow the template I made. It makes it easier on myself and you. Hey there, I'm Ghost. I've been playing Zenless since day one, and I've never stopped playing since. I'm at level 59. I'm a light spender with a focus on anomaly style teams. I thought I've built, though I've built every single character on my account, and I have a goal of fully clearing Deadly Assault. My most invested characters are Miyabi, Astra, Nekomata, because I was forced to, because she keeps showing up, Rina, and Ellen. And then we also have an account right here, just so that I'm aware, right? I use this as a means to make sure that I'm on the right account before I do anything, and then kind of go over that. We can see all the characters here that I probably would go through. And then we have his Zenless account. We have it here. Now, why is this here? For those that may be questioning that, I asked that any player give me video footage, photos, whatever, it doesn't matter, in order for me to get a little bit more familiar with what I'm getting into before I jump into it, right? And then just a little bit of extra information down here. Attempting to actually use Haramasa effectively. So Ghost wants to learn how to use Haramasa. I would like to advice to improve upon my account and craft different sets for characters to experiment just a little more with the game. I've been talking about this for a bit now. I think the last week or two, by the time this video goes out, that a lot of you guys should be, given the fact that the game gives you the ability to do so, working on multiple sets for your characters. To be fair, you shouldn't be playing every single character in the game, so it works out in your favor. And he wants that for any future characters as well. And then I can do whatever I want with the battery, right? So as mentioned, he wants to clear DA, wants to get a full clear. We're already in the game right now. Baby girl Asher with them Zampers, goddamn. Anyway, we're in the game right now. So I think before we dig into every single character, which I mean, like, wow, every single character on his account that he has access to is level 60, which is amazing. And I'm sure they're effed out. Hey, yo, that sounds crazy to say that, but they are effed out, right? They're good to go. I think what we should do would be, the first focus is, let's focus on DA. Let's see where we are, and maybe if there's anything that's already happened and what we can do from there, right? Because I don't want to just fully take over everything. I want to see if maybe there's a way we can improve. So we see it right here. Marionettes, super easy thing to do, by the way. Marionette, we want to clear this with 20k as high as possible, right? Typhon, we already pretty much have Typhon locked down, and we can see the teams down here as well. And then Pompey, we want to get Pompey up as much as possible. Now I did notice something with their Pompey. They don't have Evelyn or Sanby, from what I can remember. So we're gonna fully reset everything, or just one thing, probably everything. Let's go one by one. It's okay, right? We can reset a single stage and then work on it. He is playing the notorious, notorious Marionette, the notorious Miyabi, Chingy, and Haramasa team. Now this team in particular shreds through stuff if you know what you're doing. I do not know everything that I'm doing with this team. I think I know enough to get the 20k. There might be something that we can do that might be a little easier for them, right? So we might be able to do this a little easier. We have a level 60 Ellen, 77 crit rate, 146 crit damage, F'd out, 11, 11, 9, 11, 11. This is a really solid Ellen, right? With Polar Metal, we have her W engine, and we have the hormone pump. I kind of want to mess with Ellen. I think I want to play Ellen for this one. The reason I want to do that is because I want to try and save your strongest characters, right? If we were to go back, because we know these two are what we're going to do. I want to save your Ellen for this character over here, or for Pompey. Ellen's the strongest unit on your account. She's the strongest DPS in the game, which means a lot of what she's doing is essentially cheating. So let's try this one here. Let's try and build up Ellen. Oh, we got a Lycan. There's Lycan and there's Sokaku. So we have a full-on ice team if we need to play that. Now, I haven't played this mono ice team in quite a long time, so this might be a little bit of a different approach for me, but I think it'll be okay. Now, I want to check them out before we actually jump into it. Excuse me. So first, let's look at Lycan. 190 impact, 29 crit rate, 117 crit damage. That's okay. F's skill is 8, ultimate is 8, or ultimate is 1. We do want assist and ultimate to get bumped up. Do we have enough for this? Before we jump into that, I might go grind for a little bit of these pieces, if you don't mind. We also have M1 Lycan. We have a little bit of extra days. We have 6 shooter, not bad at all. And it's level 60 with the impact and the energy regen. Okay. And then where was Sokaku? Sokaku's right here with 3,200 attack. Good stuff. Defense is 1,100. Not bad. I think Sokaku's skills are okay. We don't have to really focus on those too much because she's really only going to be using maybe her ult every now and again. 4-piece hormone. Yep. 2-piece. Okay. So yeah, let's try to get this. Let's go see if we can get some ice. Okay, so let's run through the first part of the Deadly Assault. Where can I send you a video for review of DA? I made it fighting gaming, so maybe you'll like it. Drop it in Discord for me. In the lounge maybe. And then we'll look at it. So right there, I went for 2 charges. That way I could get the parry off as early as possible. I don't want to touch that, so I'm chilling. Go back into Ellen. I've only got 1 assist point left, so I have to be mindful. I can get a freeze right here or not. Okay, whoa, let's reset that. Give me that dodge. Clone's dead. Frozen. That's my favorite Disney movie, y'all. That's my favorite Disney movie, y'all. That's not my favorite Disney movie. We go right in here. We cancel this. And I want the anomaly boost to happen. 2 things are going to happen right here. Freeze. Got it. I think I missed it like right outside of the window. Oh, I missed it right out. I got to redo it. Because I wanted the freeze. I wanted the freeze with Ellen. So she got the 25% attack boost. And the other stuff from the little buff thingy that we got. Ellen now has the attack boost. We go back into Ellen. Can I sneak another freeze in here? Nah, I can't do it in time. I can't. I thought maybe I can do it in time. In my head, I'm thinking you can get this freeze off. I don't think the team is equipped to get this freeze off. I gotta stop going into Ellen for that. I looked at it. Run Sokaku with the anomaly mastery disc if she's hitting the attack threshold. You're right. We can look at that. Sokaku. We check Sokaku. What are we on? Energy regen. Do you have? You do. Corn has it. Okay, I'm gonna swap this from your corn real quick. We're still hitting the attack. Let's go. There we go. I got off both that time. Nice. I'm trying to get Ellen out without her taking too much damage. Yeah, she went for a double parry right there. Okay, this is gonna be a freeze. But we hold it. We go into Ellen. We get it. We go back into Sokaku. Go back into Ellen. Yep, good freeze, good freeze, good freeze, good freeze. Yes. Yes, yes. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted right there, bro. Look at that ult. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I took that and I didn't mean to. I took that and I didn't mean to. Nellius, what's poppin', big dog? How you doing? Do I remember you? Yeah, you got a unique name. Good Sokaku, okay. We pop ult here. Nice. Yeah, there's gonna have to be a way that we speed this part up. That's another freeze.
Get back.
I don't know if I get use Lycan more. You're building stun too slow. Okay. Yeah, you might be onto something right there for sure.
Huh?
There's no way she missed. She missed, bro.
Thanks for your business. Thank you for your patience.
Bruh, I just, you know, you would imagine that didn't happen, but it did. It did.
Aren't you tired?
16. Okay, so we're at 15K. 15K. Use Lycan more. We got it.
I knew this wouldn't be easy.
Nigga, what? What? Yo, she's way the fuck. That had to be one of the nastiest under night in birth teleports I've ever seen a day in my life. She literally went yoga and then teleported the fuck away. Like this Dawson ass character, bro. Are you serious? Yoga teleport.
Move it.
She's not gonna get it back into Ellen. There we go. I got it.
I knew this wouldn't be. Get lost.
Did she just time out? Did she instantly get out of stun? I am I tripping? We go again.
Okay, boss. Get lost. Take this. Move it. Clear out. Shark Nami.
Good freeze. Good freeze. I don't think this is going to give me what I want. But that might. Okay. And then we have the buff anyway.
This is getting on my nerves. Out of the way. Get lost.
Eliminate any of them.
Clear out. Move it. How annoying. Get lost. Take this.
Take a break.
Get lost.
Fuck. All because I wanted to play with Ellen. God dang. I'm going to reset this one. I'm going to try and remember how to play Haramasa.
With pleasure.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so when they glow blue, that's when I would have popped ult.
Impeccable. I can't forget.
Okay.
Hold again.
Oh, I barely missed out on it right there. We'll just run it back this time.
Remember to smile.
Clear mind. Arrows fly through.
Justice is served.
Oh, okay.
Incoming.
Nice.
Following order.
I had no idea I could do that.
Catch you in the next life.
Bring up that, the flame won't crack. Bring up that, the flame won't crack. Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight? Seriously? Alright, more arrows.
You ready, hand?
I fucked up. I did it too early.
Bring up that, the flame won't crack.
I did it too early. That's some, I see, that's what I'm talking about. I like when Zenless has little shit like that. But I didn't know. We got 21K. Okay. We can clean that up. I can clean up every single one of these runs for sure. And little stuff like that is good to know. But it requires me to learn, right? Because we played Ellen, the Mono Ice team. I don't like Mono Ice. I don't play Mono Ice. That was a whole different team that I had to learn. The Haramasa team, we haven't, excuse me, we haven't fully figured out yet. We being me. But I like it. Right? And so now I literally just cheat. I literally just cheat. That's it. She's dead. I didn't think that was happening. I didn't think that was happening, bro. I thought she would come out and just not get hit. But that's clearly not what happened. Yo, chill. All right. Let me make it. All right.
My blade is already. I swear on my blade. Yeah. Weakling. Enemy specific. Shall pay.
Chill.
Leave the rest to me. He's dedicated to the world. The cold is silent.
Bro, how's he smacking me out of that?
It's over. Surrender. You can't. One spin to fight. No forgiveness. Victory. The only option.
I don't think do I get another freeze here? No, I definitely don't get another freeze here. Maybe if I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway because this fucker just doesn't get frozen. Ooh, my name's Pompey. I don't get frozen.
My blade is already. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Polarity.
It's over.
Get cooked. This is what they call the cheating comp.
I swear on my blade.
Get cooked. It's over for you. GG's. You see how easy it is to cheat, chat? All you have to do is have an Astra. That's it. All you have to do is have Astra, bro. And you can cheat anything in the game. Anything. It's a little ridiculous if you ask me. In conclusion, nerf Anomaly. No, 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 no. We will not be asking to nerf Anomaly, okay? We're not doing that. Successful. My mission today, goal. Fuck. Took a lot out of me, boys. I'm not gonna hold you. But let's go over a review. Oh, man. All right. This team in particular, if we're reviewing this from Ghost account, your account is solid. I don't think you have many issues, right? Like, let me try and look at this from a, I don't even think it'll let me do it. Yeah, I can't even look at it from that. We have to go into the actual thing. So mono ice, your Ellen is solid. 2,700 attack, 77% crit rate. Let me actually move out of the way. Excuse me. 77 crit rate. She's going to give herself more crit rate because of the W engine that you have. And then crit damage being 146%. Polar metal. The only thing that I would say you probably don't need, which to be fair, you are at M0. So M0 changes things a little bit. If you had M1, you wouldn't need polar metal. You would want something like woodpecker. But because you're meeting your criteria for the crit rates anyway, it kind of doesn't matter. And you're pretty much good to go. Best case scenario though, right? What you could do eventually, you could replace your crit damage for an attack percent. If you get a really good attack percent piece for whatever set you're running, and it just happens to be stacked out on crit, you could actually get away with, I didn't mean to do that. You could actually get away with not having a crit damage piece right there. And then be good to go, right? If you wanted to. You don't necessarily need to, but she gives herself a free 100% crit damage anyway. So it's kind of whatever, but you have some pretty good stuff, right? Defense, you want to get rid of that for sure, but it's average. You know what I mean? These are really good. That piece right here is really good. Oh yeah, and then this piece right here is really good too. Excuse me. So you're nice. And then yeah, you could replace Hormone with Branch and Blade, and that would probably be your better set universally, especially at M0, because it's going to give you the extra crit damage. So this would put her, if you replace these two, it would put her over the 100% crit damage for free, and then she'll give herself another 100 crit damage, which is like 200% crit damage, right? Before anything else is being applied. And then your piece right here, I guess this will kind of make up for it though, right? Because you have about 48%, 50% crit damage right here. So maybe you wouldn't get over that. Maybe you would be like at 150, give or take. But I think it's okay. That one's fine. We worked on Lycan a little bit. Honestly, I probably should have worked on him a little bit more. We tried Steam Engine. Let me give this back to your character here. We tried Steam Engine instead of the 6-shooter. I feel like 6-shooter might have done a little better, maybe. But the big thing here is like it stacks up to 6 times. You know what? Actually, no. Yeah, he was off the field a good bit of time to hold up that stack. 6-shooter might have worked in your favor here because we had energy regen right here for the steam oven, which did help him out. But I think the extra impact might have done a little bit better in the situation that we were in. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. No. I changed it. Yeah, I changed it earlier. So there's that. Ice damage bonus, not too bad, not too shabby. Crit damage. Wait a minute, timeout, bro. What do you know what? I'm gonna let it rock. You probably want this to be crit rate though. I'm not gonna hold you. And then impact, yup. Crit rate, crit damage up, crit rate, attack. Okay, yeah. No, your shock star pieces are pretty solid. So yeah, just change that up to crit rate whenever you can. And then last but not least, we have Sokaku. 3,200. We have to mess around with her a little bit, which wasn't bad by any means, right? 9, 7, 8, 11, and 7, which is pretty solid for what we were doing. I feel like if you were going to maximize on this team, and the reason I wanted to use this team in particular was because I wanted to show that, like, 1, you can still do it, especially against marionettes, and then 2, it takes a little bit more work. So if you were to vertically invest into this team, that's how you're going to be able to get more and more and more. But because we're at a point now where Deadly Assault requires 3 teams instead of 2, like in Shiyu defense, you kind of want something that isn't, how do I put it? You want a team that's not going to be something that's like top tier, super investment, whatever. Like if you're building up to that point, right? Because you are missing you're missing some pivotal characters right now. You don't have Zhu Yuan, you don't have Lighter, you don't have Jane, you don't have Evelyn, you don't have Trigger, and you don't have Sanbi. You are missing the other top 3 DPS, right? Like you have Miyabi, which is great. And now you're playing the game where you have to work with everyone else. Soldier 11 for that last one we did could have done something, but I felt like it just wasn't a point, right? There's no point in struggling. And that's kind of the reason, another reason why I say that I chose Ellen for marionettes. Marionettes are easier to fight or easier to deal with versus me trying to fight Pompey with Ellen, right? That would have been a big issue. There might have been a point where you could have used Caesar instead of Sokaku, but the big thing that I wanted Sokaku for was for the freezes. And again, had I played that team better, you know, learning mono ice and like timing when I freeze, you'd be able to get more freezes, or at least one extra freeze. I'd say that if we started with freeze and then I played mono ice a lot better, we'd be able to get a freeze in between whatever Ellen's doing. But because Ellen wants to be on the field so long, the only thing that I could think of at the time, like at this time right now, to go back and play it better would have been if you did something like Ellen EX skill, switch into Sokaku, do EX, go back into Ellen. But I think the problem with that is that now you're losing out on BA3. If this worked like Wuthering, then obviously you could do that, right? You could EX, go back, BA3. But I think this isn't going to happen. So maybe that plan wouldn't have worked either. Maybe you would have to commit EX skill, BA3, Sokaku, EX skill, BA3. And maybe through the combination of that, you'd be able to get a freeze. I'm not entirely too sure. There are some disc sets that you'd be able to swap her around. What's the other one? I'm trying to think of that one. Is it Freedom? Yeah, it might be Freedom, right? So if you would have put on a 4-piece Freedom to your Sokaku, in the event you wanted to run like this crazy freeze build, you're able to do that. That might help you out, but that's neither here nor there. Hormone Punk is pretty good too. It's giving your team a boost as well. Or rather, it's giving her a boost, which then she gives to the rest of the team. The Haramasa team. I didn't even look at what your Haramasa has. I'm not going to hold you. 11, 11, 11. This is exactly what my Haramasa has. And then Woodpecker with 2-piece Thunder Metal. I think when you're running him with Qingyi, especially at the rate we were doing it, we were getting off shocks pretty much every stun window, right? Like I think every stun window we had something getting shocked. So we would have had the attack percent boost for 28%. And it might have lasted for the entire stun window. I'd have to like go back and look at that, or rather test it. But overall, I think you'd be fine. Yeah, fine. Crit damage, electric damage bonus, good pieces, and then attack percent as well, good pieces. Woodpecker, good pieces. So like you're pretty much hitting exactly what you need to, yeah? 78.6% crit damage, 136. He's gonna give himself the big old boost, and then you're running Cannon Rotor instead of anything else. If anything, you probably, let me see. Why not Marcado? I feel like Marcado or even Gilded Blossom would have done a little bit better for you in these like versus this. Oh yeah, or even Anton's engine, right? When launching an EX special attack or chain attack, electric damage from basic attack. Oh yeah, wait a minute, bro. I'm gonna swap this real quick for you. I know you're not playing Anton. I know you're not playing Anton, bro. I know you're not. This would have been way better. Using my drill will be the drill that pierces the heavens. That would have been way better. But it is what it is, right? I'm not gonna retry it. I'm hungry. I'm not gonna retry it. I thought about it. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go retry it. Nope. Qingyi is Qingyi. I think she's solid all the way around. She served her job very well. I would absolutely replace Thunder Metal. You don't need Thunder Metal. If anything, one of the things that I noticed that we were running into issues with Qingyi, which I guess it wouldn't really be an issue per se, but because Qingyi is on the field as often as she is, you absolutely want to be trying to like build her with damage. So you have 141 crit damage, but 17% crit rate. I would trade this crit damage piece for a crit rate piece. If you had a better crit rate piece, yeah, I would swap this out for crit rate. Yeah. And then something that we saw Nyx doing earlier that might be worth looking into is the Phaethon's Melody, because of the AM, the Anomaly Mastery that you're getting a boost from. That might be something worth looking into. Or even Woodpecker, if you are struggling to get like at least 50% crit rate, I would go for that, right? Try to do that and see what you can get. And then we didn't run Steam Oven, but I mean, Steam Oven has given her the energy regen as well as the impact increase, so still pretty solid. And then Nicole, excuse me, Nicole is Nicole. Damn, you love crit damage. Oh yeah, I love this. 10, 12, 13, 13, 9. Good shit. Swing Jazz. Yep. And then Chaotic Metal. I like this. Yep, you still give your boost. She has her W engine. Like, you're chilling. So Nicole is solid. I like this a lot. And then that final team, I mean, do we really have to talk about it, right? Miyabi. 70%, 176, 2500. Only thing I can recommend here is literally getting more attack, but it's not something that I would stress about, right? B&B with the woodpecker. We got crit damage, ice damage bonus, attack percent, defense down here with double crit, nice, double crit, nice, and then double crit plus attack, flat attack, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I fucks with that mad heavy, bro. We got we got baby girl Yanagi, almost 450 AP, not bad. 2700 attack, that's pretty damn good. 12 on the skill, 11 on the basic attack. Yup. And then we're running Chaos Jazz, good stuff, with Electro Lip Gloss, and then Freedom Blues. I like this Yanagi. Yeah, she's nice. And then Astra, 3500 with 2.8, not too bad. 12, 12, 5, okay. Yep, and then Astra Voice plus her Light Cone Swing Jazz, easy peasy. Attack, oh, you're running triple attack. Oh, double attack energy regen, not bad. You might actually be able to get away with probably not even, probably not even worth thinking about, right? But you might be able to get away with giving her an ether damage bonus. That was something that I was testing during CE server. So basically what would happen is you take away this attack, right? Let me just check it. I'll give it back to Nicole, but I want to see if you're still at, okay, you dropped down about 400 points. If you got an attack sub for her to be able to give her like that little bit extra to 32 to 3400, you could replace this with an ether damage bonus, and it just adds a little bit of extra damage to all her passive attacks that she's doing. It's not a big deal, right? It really isn't, but overall you're solid. Now I'm gonna get off of your account, but I need you to do me a solid. Come burn this. You definitely gave me the batteries to be able to do what I needed to do, and I feel like honestly your account was just already set up to the point where the only thing we really had to work on was Lycan, and then if we wanted to, right, if we wanted to, we could have experimented with a different build, but I don't think that was necessary for some of the fights that we were doing. I wish I had some bats. Hey man, it happens. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today. It means the world to me. How I streamed for 7 hours and recorded this took 3 hours, bro. This was a 3-hour account review, which I don't even think it was the account review part. I think it was the Deadly Assault part that, like, fuck.